Tonight on Air Rescue.
We've got 6 patients, one's critical, 3 are serious.
2 families fighting for their lives.
We're going to go back and look after these 2.
Can the paramedics get them out in time?
I've got Kiora Hut 2 o'clock low, yes, you see that?
The distress signal came from inside that hut.
We know that this man set off his EPIRB and he needs help and we don't know why.
But where is the missing hiker?
We just have to make sure that he doesn't have a head injury.
And the teenage lifesaver,
as we've gone through the wave, his face planted into the front of the boat.
wiped out by a freak wave.
Just relax, just calm down.
At the Westpac Rescue Base, it's the calm before the storm.
We've got a 2-car MPA rollover at Millers Forest, multiple cars on scene.
2 cars in a high-speed smash. 2 families with a number of people trapped.
We've got any sort of ETA?
Apparently there's about 5 ambulances heading your way. The closest is just coming through Woodbury now.
Senior paramedic Genevieve can draw on 20 years of experience in intensive care.
The job sounds like it's getting bigger and bigger, so I know that I'm going to have to set my priorities.
Westpac 1 Airborne, POB 5 requesting clear Millers Forest to the west of Raymond Terrace, 1,500.
It's a 10-minute flight to the crash scene. Barely time for Genevieve and Paul to gather their thoughts.
Yeah, Westpac 1 at this stage, 6 patients, 3 persons still trapped, 1 red, 4 orange, 1 green. Police are on scene.
The colour codes tell me that we've got a number of victims needing urgent hospital care, and one of them won't survive without immediate treatment.
Genevieve will be responsible for the most critically injured victims. She has to brace herself for a massive challenge.
Pass wires at the back.
This is a horror smash, with police, fireys and ground paramedics already on the job.
File off the ground. And right, get the light on. Mate, welcome.
Cleared exit. Willie Tower, Westpac 1 near Reed, we're landed Millers Forest.
We've got 6 patients, one's critical, 3 are serious, and I'm not sure about the others. We've got 6 in total, 3 of them are trapped. It's a multi-vehicle rollover as far as I know, but we'll find out when we get to the patients and get a handover from the crews on scene.
Paul and Genevieve must now establish who needs the most urgent attention.
So how many have we got in here?
Just you.
2. All right. Are those conscious?
He's conscious.
Yep.
She's normal sensitive.
All right. Paul, this is going to be prolonged.
This guy
You
needs
can
some.
go,
This guy needs some ketamine, so
Has he had morphine?
he's had morph.
He's had 10 milligrams of more.
Yeah, okay.
2 victims are out of danger and on their way to hospital. But 4 people are still trapped with grave injuries. Fuel is now spilling onto the road, putting everyone in danger.
What injuries has this lady got?
She's got a fractured right humerus here. She's got chest injury.
Genevieve has just seconds to assess the priorities and get to work. And disturbing rumours are starting to circulate about how this all happened. Cradle Mountain, northwest Tasmania. Record snowfalls and gale force winds have turned the overland track into a danger zone. At the Westpac Rescue Base in Hobart, the crew are on high alert. A distress beacon has been activated.
We've got an EPIRB or a personal locator beacon that's been detected at Kiora Hut. We believe that he's got some asthmatic condition, but we don't know whether that's what's gone on today.
And my concern is the freezing level, and we need to avoid any clouds.
The Cradle Mountain Overland Track is 65 kilometres long. Kiora Hut is one of many shelters positioned along the track.
weather's too bad, we have to divert to the east and take a low-level route and sneak in from the north.
The crew is searching for this man, 46-year-old Andrew Sutton. Why has he called for help? Tasmania's Westpac rescue helicopters are crewed by the police. Today, Constable Mick will be leading the search.
It's going to be tricky getting up there. The weather conditions at the moment are terrible. Try and go direct. We just have to take off and see what we find when we get there.
All set? Okay, lifting off now. Clear to come straight up and back? Roger. Clear to come straight up? Roger. Clear behind if you want to come back. Okay, coming back. What's the weather looking like up there, yes? Okay, the weather looking good so far, but see how we go.
The crew are attempting to fly the most direct route to the hut.
Know that we can get sunbird down here and then end up with hypothermia where we're going, so we'll just have to wait and see what we get when we get there, right? Yeah. That cloud base is pretty low. Yeah, it's getting low.
But storm clouds are closing in.
The weather is getting worse as we're getting closer. It's starting to snow. It's getting quite heavy. Clouds getting very low. And we know that this man set off his EPIRB and he needs help and we don't know why. So the longer it takes us to get there, the more frustrated we get.
The EPIRB is an SOS signal, but has no information on the condition of the patient.
I've got very low cloud in front, and I don't think we can go through that cloud. Right, so we're going to have to divert? Yeah, we'll have to divert, unfortunately.
The temperature is plummeting. Visibility is poor. They'll have to find another route to Kia Ora Hut.
Yeah, Pelion Gap's completely clagged in. I reckon we'll have to go to the east. There's a window there. Happy to go around there, yes? Yeah, I'm happy with that. I've got Kia Ora Hut 2 o'clock low, yes, you see that? Now we're approaching to the hut now. And I'll bring airspeed back.
They spot Kia Ora Hut. It's down there, covered in snow. But there is no sign of the missing hiker. Cradle Mountain, Tasmania, and the crew of Polair 73 has located the isolated Kia Ora Hut.
We're just coming over the hut now.
An emergency beacon has been activated from inside the shack, but the hiker is nowhere to be seen.
Okay, and the wind coming from 3 o'clock, so I'll just keep turning right and approaching to wind to the pad.
The hut has a helipad, but landing won't be easy.
Have you got the pad sighted, yes? Because I can't really see the snow. Yes, I've got the pad, yep. I just want to hold it there, yes. We'll just see if we can blow some of this snow away. Yep. You've still got about 10 foot to go. 5, 4, 3.
Miss the platform, and the skids will sink into the ground cover.
And hold left skids on. Right skids on. I might just jump out just to make sure we're on the pad because I can't quite see it. Roger. Stand by. Yeah, I've got timber my side. Before we clear out, we'll just go and see what this bloke's problem is. Yep. Clear out. Roger.
To prepare for the unknown is what we do on a daily basis. So you go in with a plan, and you probably have to change it based on the situation that you're faced with.
Kia Ora is Maori for be well and healthy. Paramedic Pete fears Andrew is neither well or healthy. Why else would Andrew trigger the distress beacon?
I can see the hut in front of me, I'm walking towards it, I'm just thinking about, what's actually going to be wrong with this patient. If he's lying critically unwell in the hut and going to need a lot of help to make it out safely. There's certainly a bit of an adrenaline rush because you still don't know what I'm walking into.
In In Maitland, New South Wales, the crew of Westpac 1 has arrived at the scene of a shocking high-speed smash.
What's she had pain relief-wise?
She's had 240 marks fentanyl,
Yep.
7.5 more.
Okay.
The cause of the accident will later come as a bombshell. Someone here was on the run from the police and T-boned another car. The victims in this car can't be treated until they're freed from the wreckage. So Genevieve turns her attention to married couple Brad and Brenda in the station wagon.
2 patients.
Yeah.
Old mate over here's got a line in, seems quite stable, a few leg lacks.
Yeah.
Now, this lady is quite under there. We can't really assess her feet.
Can we not slide her yet?
We've tried.
These are her legs, trapped under the dashboard, and she's going into shock.
Brenda, I've just got to get a drip in your arm, sweetheart.
Genevieve has to keep everyone calm.
We're going to get you out of here. It's just going to be a bit of a fiddle.
Brenda's husband Brad has leg lacerations. The extent of their injuries is still unknown. But the occupants of the second car are causing even more concern.
We're going to go back and look after these two.
Unbelievably, there are 2 people still alive and trapped in this wreck. Tony, the driver, is in grave danger.
He can't get out until she's out. So can we get her out or not?
The woman alongside Tony is his son's girlfriend, Kira Lee. Paul is preparing her to be moved.
All right, let's get her out. It is going to hurt a bit, darling, okay? We're going to be as gentle as we can. Okay, guys.
If Kira Lee and Tony are to get out of this alive, the crew must act now.
Have you actually got pain in your neck, Kira Lee? You guys still got morphine drawn up here?
She's one of 4 critically injured victims who were trapped in 2 cars.
Still running.
Paramedic Genevieve is at the second car as married couple Brenda and Brad are at last being prized free.
All right, good.
My wife okay?
Yeah, sweetheart, she's just, the car's jammed around her lower legs, that's all. We're just going to get her out now. Guys, is this a road transport for this gentleman? You're happy? Good, guys.
So both Brad and his wife Brenda will be rushed to hospital by road ambulance. Genevieve's focus can now swing back to the gravely injured Tony and Kira Lee.
All right, so Paul, you're going with her in the chopper?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a bit worried about
Right.
him. He's only got a GCS of 3 now, apparently.
Oh,
so.
shit, okay. What's hurting, your leg or your arm? Just hang on a minute. We're going to need a pelvic splint on that stretcher.
Can they get him out in time to save him?
Tony, can you hear me? Tony?
The overland track, Tasmania, and the crew of Polair 73 has arrived at Kia Ora hiking hut. They're searching for a hiker who set off his emergency beacon. Is he injured? Is he even alive? Fearing the worst, Mick flicks off his helmet GoPro. Andrew is alive.
Do you want me to carry something? Are you right? No.
He spent 4 days trying to hike out, but the nasty weather closed in and cut off the exit routes. He's hungry and relieved.
This is our important man. He's the pilot. This is Andrew. Oh, yeah. Thank you. How we can get him? He's gonna get us out of here, right? Yes. Good news is we're here. Yeah. Bad news is we might be staying.
It's below freezing and there's ice on the blades. If there is even a chance of getting out, they'll need to move now.
I'm hooked in. Okay, all set. Good, Roger. Okay. You are tilting forward a fair bit.
The worst case scenario is a whiteout. Zero visibility.
It's quite heavy, eh? Heavy as snow or shower or...
Roger, 1 male. He was fine. Just went straight in.
Geez, I thought we were going to spend the night there when I turned around and saw the aircraft covered in snow.
Thank God we didn't, because that would have been fairly cold.
Early afternoon, and the crew of Westpac One is en route to the Lakes Beach Surf Club in the town of Budgewoi.
Westpac One, latest update from the scene. car 957, it's a 15-year-old male. GCS is 15, complaining of cervical neck pain. He has been collared by the surf rescue.
The patient is 16-year-old Blake, a surf lifesaver, one of their own. Blake was training when their surf boat got hit by a freak wave.
Northern Control from Westpac, copy that. Potential landing site in a car park north of the surf club.
So we should be able to put it in there in that junction of the two car parks.
Probably this down here a little bit further.
There's two significant worries with this boy. First of all, the story is that he's been knocked out, so we just have to make sure that he doesn't have a head injury. And then the second thought is about whether he's had any damage to his spinal cord. G'day fellas, how are you? I'm Rob. G'day. He looks nice and awake, we'll just keep going.
The local lifesavers have strapped him to a spinal board and fitted him with a neck brace.
How you doing, Blake?
Hang it down.
The whistle is loaded with a painkiller to keep Blake calm and relaxed.
All right, Blake, we're just going to talk about you for a minute, okay?
All right.
Blake's trainer gives Rob the lowdown.
As we've gone through the wave, his head's gone back over my arm and then come forward.
Okay.
His face planted into the front of the boat.
Yep. So it was only about a minute that he was sort of semi-conscious, unconscious after that.
Not even that.
Okay. All right. Out of all your pain, all the bits that hurt, Blake, which is the one that hurts the most at the moment? Okay. Keep that head nice and still. All right, mate? It's really important that you don't move your head. Okay?
That's it. Just relax, just calm down, okay?
The slightest move could end Blake's life-saving career.
On three. 1, 2, 3. Down. Beautiful.
The Lakes Beach Surf Club.
Tell us what happened, mate.
I was in the boat and went up a wave. My partner had his head around my neck, and then I got whiplash and went all the way back. And then I came down pretty hard on my knee.
Dr. Rob is concerned that Blake may have damaged his spinal cord.
The sort of injury you've had, where your head's been whipped back and forward, it's really important you keep your neck still, okay?
They do their best to keep the conversation light.
Like the IRB?
Yeah, I love it.
They need to keep Blake calm.
He wants a photo for Facebook.
Turning an emergency rescue into a photo opportunity is just the kind of distraction Blake needs.
Don't forget the chopper.
Popular culture means a selfie or two.
And there's one with the chopper behind.
We get Ambos
Are we happy now?
We'll do the lift.
Until Blake's spine is x-rayed, it's impossible to know just how serious his injuries are.
Pretty cosy in here, okay?
Pretty scared.
You're doing really well, okay? Everything's going to be fine.
Back at the crash scene, Tony has now been trapped for an hour.
Tony, you with us?
He is now in danger of losing this leg.
And watch that arm. Can you just lift that arm back on his back? Okay. Great job, guys. Great job.
Finally, they manage to ease him free.
Let's just lift him straight up on the stretcher where we can have a proper look at him.
Until now, paramedic Genevieve has been unable to fully assess his grave injuries.
And that's perfect. Thanks, guys. All right. Yeah. Any pain in your neck while I'm touching? No? Yes or no? No. Don't shake your head, sweetie. Now, I need to have a really decent look at him before we get him in the chopper because I haven't seen him at all. Tony, big breath. And again, mate. He's got something going on in his chest. What's this foot doing? That's fractured very badly. Tony, can you feel me touching your left foot? Tony? We just need another splint for this ankle. That's really nasty in there. It's just crepitus everywhere, so you need to go up under there. Do you want to take him over?
Kirralee is loaded onto Westpac One, soon to be joined by Tony.
Male in his 40s, in the vehicle. I'm not even sure whether he was the driver or not yet. Very lucky.
And there's something else she doesn't yet know. At the time of the accident, Tony was speeding away from a random police check.
Clear direct John Hunter, not above 1,500, report airborne.
This accident today has had shocking consequences for everyone involved. This is what Tony had to say about his involvement in the car crash.
To anyone that's even contemplating running from the police, don't. It's not worth it. For no one to lose a life in that accident was a miracle, really. And yeah, I just thank God that, you know, they weren't seriously injured. I thought to myself, how am I going to cope with this? But I take responsibility for it. It was my own fault.